Hey y'all, it's Linda. Welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. Happy 2021. I am genuinely hoping that this year is great for everyone who's watching and that maybe this year is a little more chilled the F out than 2020. We shall see. I am really excited to do today's video. So at the end of 2019, I made a list of 5 brands that I wanted to try in 2020 and 5 brands I did not care about. So I want to kind of recap those brands for you, let you know if I tried them out, and then update my list for 2021 of the brands I want to try and the brands that I kind of, no. This video idea was started by Samantha March, and I'm very thankful to her for it. I really loved doing this last year, and I'm really excited for this year. I've got my all list in front of me. I'm just gonna dig in. If this is your first time here, hi, my name is Linda. I put out new videos here on YouTube every single week, and I want to always help you decide if your purchases are going to be worth it, whether they are luxury or drugstore or anything in between. So hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post a new video, because my schedule might be switching up a little in 2021. Before we jump into the list, it's time to light the cat candle. This cat candle has a metal cat skeleton inside, and I only light this while I'm filming so we can watch the magic together. We officially have full skull sighting, ladies and gentlemen, and only one ear. Oh, poor little rooster, only one ear. It's getting very difficult to light even with my long lighter. All right, the cat is on fire. We can officially start. Let's start out with the list of things that I said I wanted to try in 2020, and I will let you guys know whether or not I tried those. All right, I wanted to scooch over here so I can put pictures of the brands here, but I do want to say that if I say that there's a brand I want to try, it doesn't necessarily mean I've never tried anything from them before. If it's a brand I say I'm not interested in trying, it doesn't mean that I will never ever purchase from them. It just means that I either want to try more from the brand, or if I say I'm not interested, I want them to wow me, so I want to buy from them. The very first brand that I said that I wanted to try in 2020 was Glossier. I had tried nothing from the brand at all. In the beginning of February, right before coronavirus locked everything down, my husband and I took a trip to New York City where Glossier has a flagship store, and I did pick a few items up like cloud paint and the halo scope and boy brow. I have loved every single thing I tried. Even though I've only tried like 4 things, I did try them and I absolutely loved them. The next brand I said I wanted to try more of was Fenty Beauty. Now, I had tried the Gloss Bomb and I'm obsessed with it like the rest of the world is, but I will admit that in 2020, I didn't try a single other Fenty product. I was curious about the matchsticks. I was curious about some of the smaller eyeshadow palettes they had. I was curious about the shimmer sticks, but I never wound up buying any of it because I feel like none of it grabbed me enough. And I don't know why. Like, I want to fall in love with Fenty. I know so many people have, but there's nothing there yet that has made me want to run to the store. So that is a brand I said I wanted to try in 2020, and I didn't. Next was Marc Jacobs. I was looking always at the Omega Tan bronzer, and some of their lip pencils are supposed to be amazing. I have not tried a single Marc Jacobs product to this day. Not a single one. I don't know why. Again, I feel like this is one of those brands that like intrigued me at the end of 2019, but since then, nothing has grabbed me enough to make me buy it. I still do want to try that bronzer. I think it still looks bomb, but as of yet, nothing is like blowing my skirt up. Do you know what I mean? Tell me your favorite Marc Jacobs products down below. I'm really curious about that brand. Same with Fenty. Tell me your favorite Fenty products. I want to know about these because I genuinely am curious in these brands, but there's nothing yet that's wowing me. Another brand I said I wanted to try that I didn't wind up trying was Hourglass. I even had the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Unlocked palette, I believe, in my Sephora cart for the Sephora sale that happened in the fall, and I didn't wind up buying it. Why? I don't know. I think it's because their items are priced higher. So what I usually like to do with higher priced items is go in store and try them, but there's a global pandemic, just in case you aren't aware of this. Global pandemic happening. So you can't go and swatch things on your skin at Sephora. Yes, now the people at my Sephora, they can take it and they can put it on your hand, or like they can hand you a tester that you put it on your hand. But I don't know. I feel like I need to really dig in there and test. So that is another brand that I'm still curious about, but not blown away by. So this one is interesting, and this is the only kind of drugstore priced brand that was on my list in 2019 to try in 2020. CoverGirl. CoverGirl had recently become cruelty-free, and I was really excited. Like, I had all these plans where I wanted to do a full face of CoverGirl because I haven't tried CoverGirl genuinely since I was a kid. So I was really excited, and I kept going to the store, and I would stand in front of the CoverGirl section and go, okay, something grab me, something look unique, something look like not 85 other things on this wall. Like, I don't want something that looks like it could be Revlon or Maybelline or any other drugstore brand. I wanted something to stand out, and nothing ever did. I want something to wow me. You know, there's so much makeup out there. I have a pretty sizable makeup collection at this point, so I don't want to buy something just for the sake of making a video. I want to buy something that looks unique, that looks interesting, that looks good to try. And as of yet, like CoverGirl, they weren't doing that for me. So as far as the brands I didn't want to try, I did not wind up trying 4 out of 5 of them. That was Viseart, Smashbox, Pat McGrath, who I later found out is not even cruelty-free, and House Labs. Those were the brands I said I didn't want to try, and I didn't try anything from them, only because, again, I'm willing to test those brands and to use those brands other than Pat McGrath, but I'm willing to use those brands if something wows me, and nothing did. But there was one brand on my I'm not interested list that I wound up trying big time. Dyson. I said I had no interest. They were so expensive, blah, 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 blah. And I still stand by my opinion that they're expensive, but I did wind up buying the Dyson Airwrap Complete Styler. If you saw my video, I will link it right up here, but if you saw it, you will see that I talked about how I was able to get it for $65 because I had saved up my Ulta points and gift cards and shopped during a sale and all this stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, I freaking love it. It's amazing. I did not use it today for this, but it gives me amazing body that lasts for days, and my hair does not hold style. So the fact that it helps my hair to hold style, I think it is worth some hella money. I'm really happy I did try the brand, but at the same time really pissed because now I know how good it is. All right, let's talk about my 5 brands that I want to try in 2021. And again, I just need something to wow me, so if you have any favorites from these brands, leave them down below. The very first one that is at the very top of my list is Danessa Myricks. I have been interested in Danessa Myricks for quite some time. She is an amazing makeup artist, but her makeup at first, I feel like when it first came out, it was for makeup artists. Like there was a lot of very primary colors that were for haute couture looks or very, very avant-garde looks, things like that. And I didn't feel like there was as much consumer-friendly makeup. Now I feel like she has really branched out. Those Twin Flames liquid shadows, I want them all. I want every single one. She just came out with a new cream contour. I want that too. I want all of it. Danessa Myricks is one of those brands that I feel like keeps coming out lately with unique and interesting items that are really like getting me going. So if you've tried Danessa Myricks, let me know your thoughts. The next one is a fairly new brand. So this is Vive, which is Jamie Genevieve's brand. And she came out with an eyeshadow palette and a whole line of nude lips, which she does that look so well. Those big, beautiful, glossy nude lips and like a smoky neutral eye. Oh my God. And yes, is that anything unique? Not really, no. But do I still want it? You bet your ass I do. The quality for some reason just looks like it's a step up. It really looks like she spent a whole lot of time and energy on it, and I trust that she did. And it's nice to know that they're a cruelty-free brand. I don't know. I'm curious to see what they come out with this year. I'm still interested in the stuff that they've already come out with, but I'm curious to see what's next. The next brand, I have tried, I think, one item from them, and it's Glow Recipe. I have heard so many people talk endlessly about how amazing Glow Recipe is. The only thing that I've tried is the watermelon sleeping mask, and I'll admit I didn't love it. So why would this be on my list if I've only tried one product and didn't love it? Because I've heard so many wonderful things, especially about the pineapple vitamin C serum. I've heard amazing things about that, as well as the new plum plumping hyaluronic acid serum. Oh my God, they just look so beautiful. And I don't know, I'm very intrigued by them. So I do want to try them. I think the pineapple serum might be my first purchase, but let me know if there's something else I should be trying. So the third one is a brand that I have tried before. But I want to say, and maybe I'm just on crack here, there's a good chance of it, but I want to say that they were not cruelty-free. And then all of a sudden I started seeing them pop up on cruelty-free lists, and I was like, oh crap, have they been cruelty-free this whole time, or did they just switch? I want to look more into that, but that brand is Inglot. Inglot was the shit about a decade ago. All of the beauty gurus were talking about Inglot. I have some Inglot stuff still that probably needs to be thrown away at this point. But the quality was always very beautiful, especially of their eyeshadows. They had something, and I believe they still have it, called the Freedom System. Freedom, America! Where there's an empty palette and you just get to choose the shadows that you want to go in it. And I remember going to the Inglot store in New York City and just picking out my eyeshadows and just having such a blast with it, and the quality was so, so good. I would always stop by their booth at IMATS when I used to go. Oh God, remember makeup conventions? I hope they still happen again because I miss them. But I would always grab Inglot. So now that I know that they're cruelty-free, I really want to try them again. I'm very curious to try their shadows again and just a bunch of other products. Like, I really want to dig back in. And the final brand that I'm really interested in trying that I never thought would be on this list is Artist Couture. I have tried 2 products of theirs. Both of them were from BoxyCharm. One was a loose, I believe they're the Diamond Glow highlighters, and the other one was in my last BoxyCharm, and it was the Caliente palette. I was blown away by the quality of that palette. One dip into the shadow and it went on like a dream and blended out so beautifully. I have a couple areas in my eyebrow area that are a little patchy, like the skin grabs onto different eyeshadow shades. I'm not sure why. I could put down the most perfect base in the world and sometimes it'll still happen, but for some reason these shadows would glide right over like a freaking dream. I was blown away. So I think that's a brand I want to keep my eye on next year. I'm very curious to see what they have coming up and what they do next. All right, we've got 5 brands that I'm not interested in 2021, okay? I'm not interested in these brands as of right now. I want them to blow me away. Please, please know that if I see something great from any of these brands, I'm going to buy it, okay? The very first one is CoverGirl, which is interesting because last year they were on my list of brands I did want to try, but as of right now, everything is boring to me. It's, you know what, that's the word for it. It's just fucking boring. It's very neutral shades, bland. It doesn't look pigmented. It looks dry. Even just in the store, I don't know. There's nothing about it that's grabbing me. I want to like them because I love the idea that such a huge drugstore priced brand is cruelty free. That's a huge step, but they're just not wowing me yet. I need them to. I want them to. The other one that always puts me kind of like confused is Huda Beauty. They came out recently with the Naughty palette, which had the coronavirus shade in it, which is terrifying looking. It's not officially the coronavirus shade, but it looked like a virus. And that palette, it actually looked kind of pretty, except for that shade. There was also the Desert Dusk palette, I believe it was, that looked very pretty. But still, there's nothing about them yet that's making me want to grab them. I feel like Huda Beauty is a great brand for people who are full cake face glam. Like your Jaclyn Hill or your Carly Bible. People who are just full on glam to the extreme. I'm not that girl. I'm not. I got some like glittery things going on here today, but like I also have light coverage foundation on, and I didn't set my face with 18 powders, and I don't bake, you know. I just feel like Huda is meant for that person who's at that next level. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm ready to be wowed by them though. The third one is a brand that I feel like I heard a lot about for about 15 seconds and then nothing. So that is One Size by Patrick Starr. They came out with an eyeshadow palette that the look of it made me nauseous, frankly. Basically, it was like this, where a normal palette would close like this, right? Where everything lines up. This one was kind of like that. And the whole purpose was that so you could take your thumb and like open it if you have nails. It made me so like angry to look at. And also like, I didn't hear a damn thing about that palette. I didn't hear anybody who used it. And maybe I just missed out, but there was also some like diamond, you know, liquid shadows. I heard nothing about those. The only thing I heard about was the makeup takeoff spray, and no one even seemed impressed with it. So I will keep my eye on that brand, but I don't anticipate wanting anything from them in 2021. Next, we have Kylie. I have never used any Kylie makeup, and I don't think I plan to. It all just looks cheap, gross. ugly. I don't know what the word is. It doesn't look good to me. It is not targeted at me. I am not their target market. It does not do anything for me. I have tried one Kylie Skin product, and that was a face wash, and I'm just like, it's there. It's face wash. So unless Kylie blows me away, that sounds real dirty. I do not need anything to be blown from Kylie Jenner. It's just not my bag. But unless Kylie blows me away, I don't see myself using any of those products in 2021. But again, I will always keep my eyes open. The very last brand, I have tried a few things here and there. And the reason that I'm putting them on my list right now is because they came out with a couple of big releases in 2020, and I still didn't want any of them, and that is Ciate. Most notably, Ciate came out with the big like Miss Piggy set, and I saw a couple people go really crazy over it and really enjoy it, but I was just so like let down by it. I don't know what I was expecting, but I just looked at it, I was like, that's it? Oh, okay. I just wasn't feeling it. Ciate, again, is one of those brands that hasn't come out with anything that has interested me. Yet again, I'm going to say that I will keep my eye on them because if something cool comes out, I'm going to want to try it. But as of right now, yeah, not really. So that's it. I want you to let me know down in the comments below, which brands are you excited to try this year? Are there any that should be on my list that are not? Like, school me, please school me and tell me if there are brands that I have on my do not want to try list. Tell me what your favorite products are from them. Tell me if there's anything that I need to try because I'm willing to keep an open mind on all of these. None of these are brands that are on my I will never buy from them list. You ever want to see a video about that? Let me know, because I do have a couple brands I will never buy from. Yeah. So that is it. I hope, again, that you all had a happy and safe holiday and a happy and safe new year. You all can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Those are all GlitterFallout. And as always, and forever, you are super freaking rock stars, and I love you with my whole heart. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.